Hi, I hope you're well. I filmed another journal with me because guess what? I'm back at my parents' house. If you're new here, this has become kind of a tradition now since I'm currently studying abroad in the UK. I come back to visit my parents in Italy fairly often and I have all of my journaling stuff here in my room. So each time I come, I film one of these. So you can sit, grab your own journal and we can journal together or grab a drink and just do your own thing whilst maybe having me in the background. I thought I'd make a voiceover for this video as I actually am starting a new journal. I had a junk journal that I actually finished, I think, in one of the previous junk journal videos, and I started a new one back at home in the UK, but I don't know why, I don't really like that one for some reason. And so I thought, hey, I have this other sketchbook that is blank and I've been keeping it for ages, I might as well just start it here. So in this session I decorated the cover a little bit and made a spread for the first page and then a proper double page spread as well. I already had a vision for both of those, sort of. When I sat down to film, I was really in a journaling mood. I brought some stickers with me from the UK that just had been like accumulating for the past few months, and honestly I'll probably just leave them here as I don't usually have the time to journal as much when I'm back in the UK. Just you get too busy with other stuff. But anyway, I knew I wanted to do a greenish theme for the first page. And I was actually kind of skeptical at first because I was arranging the composition and it looked a bit off, but then I just trusted the process and it actually turned out pretty good. I was happy with the outcome and it made me think a little bit. Now, I try to relax most of the time when journaling, so I try not to think, it's a very relaxing hobby for me. But in this session, I caught myself in this thinking loop about my current Instagram and social media presence. And just kind of a pre-warning, I am going to be talking about social media. There's going to be a lot of noise because I live on a very busy street and it's quite hot when I'm trying to record this, so I'm keeping the window open. But I'm going to be talking about social media and Instagram and treating it a little bit like a podcast. I want to share my opinions because even though many people might not sit down to watch this video, I know that in a couple of months, if I am to rewatch it, I'm going to be like, oh yeah, that's how I felt at that time. And maybe not a lot of people might relate, or maybe they will, I don't know. But I just want to put my opinion out there a little bit. So if you're thinking, I want to watch this video to relax and not really think about that kind of stuff, then maybe this is not a video for you. But if it is, then let's just get into it. Now, I stumbled upon a few posts recently from several artists on Instagram saying that they've been getting sued because they used the music feature on the Instagram posts. And essentially they got contacted by lawyers that they have to pay in order to keep their music on their posts. Now, if you don't know how Instagram music feature works, it's like an option that Instagram gives people before they post a reel or normal post if they would like to add music, which certainly helps boost the post to the algorithm so more people can see it and interact with it. But also Instagram kind of encourages people to use it. And what happened to some well-established artists who post their art drawings and promote their small businesses alongside of that? They use this feature and they were getting messages that because the music is copyrighted and their account on Instagram is being perceived as a creator or business, the music they use in their post is being viewed as a promotion, which the music artist essentially didn't approve or something like that. I'm not sure if I'm explaining that very well, but altogether there were a handful of artists that had to delete all their posts on Instagram and make a statement about it. I think it's quite a big deal as Instagram is just once again not doing their job in protecting against things like this from happening. It's quite discouraging that people have built their platforms over the years and now are forced to delete it all because Instagram doesn't have an option to remove music off your post once you've posted it. And it seems kind of silly if you think about it. I mean, it's a small percentage of people, I'm sure, and it probably concerns only those who have a big following, but seeing that fellow artist people are having this issue isn't exactly great for small artists like myself and others, and it's just discouraging. And it made me think a lot about my own future on Instagram and social media platforms. If I have to be honest, Instagram isn't as fun as it used to be. I've had my account since just before 2020. It has all changed so much and so fast that I don't think it's serving me personally anymore. Posting on there was always something I did to create an archive, not necessarily to get likes or get recognition, but since it has changed so much, the things I make and I liked don't have a niche, right? I'm an artist who's quite multifaceted. I use collage, I do journaling, I do digital art, lino printing, all of those things. And now Instagram hasn't really been accommodating to people like me who don't really have a niche. And over the years, my account just gets barely anything, even though I am quite consistent. And I just wish that the notion of Instagram wasn't so much, oh, you have to post every day to stay relevant. Oh, you have to post the same style so that it's recognizable, and you have to be basically on it 24/7 to see what's trending. And I saw a post today actually, which I want to read out and give credit to this artist because they kind of really stuck with me. So it's the creator by the name Hello Yeti, and they posted this a week ago, and it says, I wish it was 2020 when posting my illustrations was all it took, but I need a hook, a story, something more, a reel, a carousel, something that people connect to or want to engage with. And so I get so stressed. I don't know what to post. I scroll for inspiration, but just end up feeling empty. All while I just want to draw. I want to study, write my thesis, work on my projects, host brunches and dinner parties, start a book club, or host creative workshops. I want to create spaces for connection and go for walks. And I want to share my thoughts and my work, but at what cost? It just really stuck with me because I've just been thinking of not posting. I just feel like having to post and upkeep it all, do it all, it's just turning into having to be on my phone 24/7, like regardless of how much I post or not. I feel like I don't fit the niche of Instagram artists who have a style and they work in only one medium and post just that. I think it's still good to keep an archive online for the foreseeable future because of obviously work purposes. Obviously people will ask and expect you to have it because of the nature and like global age we're living in, but at the same time it just feels like I'm talking to a wall half the time. It feels so detached online. I took a short break since February from doing markets in person, and honestly I miss it so much. When I was doing markets in person, it was a lot of work obviously, but to be honest it was way more fun when I had to do the prep and go on socials to promote I was doing it instead of just scrolling all the time. And the research that I did online for markets was just way more fun to me than scrolling aimlessly on reels and have to save all the potential videos, quote unquote, I could also make in the hopes that my account goes viral and I get some recognition for the time and effort I put into my art and craft. I will conclude on this massive tangent by saying the whole notion and systems of social media in general right now feels kind of off for me, especially when I go on it, even just to schedule my posts ahead of time so that I don't have to go on it so much. I'll see a post on someone's drawing and then I'll see things the next second I didn't even ever engage in, like war and Epstein files. Then the next second it's someone promoting a new weight loss medication. It's genuinely a scary dystopia if you think about it, and it makes me not feel that great in the long run when I go on it, which I'm sure a lot of people can relate to as well. But what's sometimes even worse is that I'll click the not interested option on the app and then behold it will pop up again in a different form a few days later. I mean, at this point I might as well just have an online portfolio website and post on there, and then that's it, just so I'm not exposed to so much information. And I don't mean this to come across as if I hate social media or that I'll never post again, because it's not true. It's just some thoughts that have been floating around my head recently when I was journaling. It doesn't happen often, and I didn't mean this session to be surrounded by negative thoughts so much as I know a lot of people come on YouTube to escape that kind of thing, just like myself obviously. So I feel like let's get back to what's going on the screen for the rest of the time being. By now I've sorted through what I wanted the double page spread to be, and I knew I wanted to make something food related. I've just been loving food in my art in general since probably 2023 or so. I made sure to include food related things and backgrounds with colors that would suit the composition well and that would complement each other. I think to conclude this, I wanted to mention about where I get my supplies from, as I had someone reply to my story the other day when when I posted a photo of the spread. And it's quite a hard question to answer. The main shops I gravitate towards, at least in the UK, are just your usual like crafty shops, so Hobbycraft, The Works, Waterstones, VH Smith, which I think goes by a different name, GJD Jones, something like that. I'm still not used to it, but I think the last would be probably Poundland or any shop that has stationery within it, really. Sometimes I browse and don't even buy anything, just gather inspo, or I look on Etsy as well. Sometimes I gather my own stuff from different platforms online and I print it off myself. There's a ton of copyright free stock images you can find, or PNGs, or just good old junk. I think you have to be in a bit of a hoarding mindset for these things, and maybe patience for it to accumulate over time. All the materials I use are things I've had for probably well over a decade now. With that said, I hope you've enjoyed this video and not so delightful rant about the state of today's social media. I'll probably see you in the next one. Bye.